In a quiet village nestled on the mountainside, there lived an old man named Liang. He had gone blind in his 40s, but never once did he let it turn him bitter. He swept the temple courtyard each morning, listened to children read books in the afternoon, and at night he would walk home alone, holding a small oil lantern in his hand. Every night, without fail. What puzzled everyone was this: why would a blind man carry a lantern? One evening, when the moon was pale behind drifting clouds, a group of young men walked past him on the narrow road. One of them laughed and called out, "Master Liang, why the lantern? You can't see a thing." Liang paused. He smiled gently, not the slightest bit offended. "It's not for me to see the road," he replied. "It's so others can see me and not run into me." The group fell silent. The laughter faded, and Liang walked on, the small flame flickering softly in the night breeze. Later that same evening, a young man was hurrying back to the village from the market. His head was down, his steps fast, his mind elsewhere. And then, bang! He crashed right into Liang. Both men stumbled and fell. Liang's lantern flew from his hand and rolled away, landing in the dirt. "Didn't you see my light?" Liang asked, catching his breath. The young man picked up the lantern and froze. "Sir, your flame, it's gone out. It must have gone out a while ago." Liang was quiet for a long moment. Then he chuckled, not bitter, just soft and full of meaning. "I thought carrying it was enough," he said, "but even a blind man must remember to keep his light burning. When it goes out, I don't just walk in darkness. I might also cause someone else to stumble." The young man said nothing. Instead, he pulled out a small box of matches, struck one, and relit the lantern. The warm glow returned, casting light across Liang's face. Not just the face of a blind man, but the face of someone who had just illuminated another person's path. From that night on, the young man carried a lantern of his own, not because he needed it to see the road, but to remind himself. Even those who live in darkness can remind us to keep the flame within ourselves burning.